Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Nelson Fragrance. My name is Ryan. Thank you for joining me today. So we have a pretty special unboxing here today. We have the Woke Morisco collection from Enzar Oud. Now, this is basically kind of like an artistic statement set of fragrances. And that's one of the things I really like about natural perfumery in general is a lot of these perfumers that focus on natural materials, they're focusing a lot on the artistic side of fragrance. It's less about smelling good and more about them trying to show you something, give you a different experience, make you feel something. That's what I really like about natural perfumery, and it's why I've been stuck in it for as long as I have. It does tend to have a higher cost of entry than most other forms of perfumery, but you definitely get experiences in natural perfumery unlike anything else. So the Woke Morisco trilogy here is kind of a statement being made by EO, the brand, basically just speaking out against a lot of just, and I mean, I'm speaking kind of like from my own perspective of, their side of things. This isn't a statement from the brand or anything, but I think they're just kind of speaking out against, like entitled people thinking they can dictate art and, thinking that they can dictate the direction of a company, what they release, the materials that they use, the prices that they set. Like, this is basically them showing an art form through perfumery, and I believe Ensar said it himself. I don't want to tell you something, I want to show you something. And that's kind of like what these are all about. So without further ado, let's get into the unboxing here. So when these went on pre-order, there was actually a lot of interest, including from myself, for the art presented with these fragrances. And from that interest, because I don't believe this was planned at the beginning, I think this was just because there was the interest in it. But the company announced that for people that pre-ordered the set, or maybe just ordered the set in general, these are still available. So maybe for everyone who orders a set, or this may just be exclusively a pre-order bonus. I can probably update in the description with whether these are still available or not. But they made prints available for those who pre-ordered the whole set. These are awesome. These look amazing. We have Mosh Pit Pavarotti, Albanian Van Gogh, and Musk Morisco. I love this, and I really hope that this is going to be a trend that we see moving forward with the brand. I like the art to go along with the fragrances, because that's pretty much a lot of the people that are into natural perfumery. They want to be shown something new, and this is definitely something unique and exciting. Looks like we might get a unique box for each fragrance. They are indeed unique boxes. So each of the three has the print of the art on the box itself as well. So once again, we have Albanian Van Gogh, Mosh Pit Pavarotti, and Musk Morisco. Okay, these are sleeves on the boxes. These labels look awesome. Each of these were released with a pretty detailed write-up of what was in them and what the fragrance was going to smell like. I almost kind of think that they should have written less about these fragrances and let these be experienced more blindly. I know I'm probably one of the only people that think that, but I feel like with art, especially with this form of art, experiencing it blind without like a predetermined bias or preconceptions of what it's going to be, like experiencing it blind with no expectations, is my favorite way to go about doing this. I think when making a purchase like this, I think most people would prefer to have an idea of what it's going to smell like, but I think it would have been a really cool statement to just go into this blind, because with this art form being shown exactly what they're trying to show you, I think would be really cool. But reading through the notes for these, I found all three of them to sound pretty interesting. Albanian Van Gogh was the one that caught my eye the most. As most of you who follow me know, pretty much I am obsessed with anything and everything rose. And basically two of the like very first notes listed in this are pineapple and rose. So this was an easy trigger pull for me, one that I'm very excited for. And then this one probably caught my eye second most, Musk Morisco. It sounds like it's going to be like a sweet, fruity, deep, resinous musk. This sounded really good as well. The one that I was least interested in, and even saying least interested, I was still interested enough to want to get it. But Mosh Pit Pavarotti, it seemed like it was going to be mostly focused on like incense and smoke and really dark notes. And I'm not the biggest fan of smoke, but I have been pleasantly surprised by a lot of different fragrances, such as the original Ansar Oud Homeros, which has a pretty dominant smoke note in it, and it's one of my favorite fragrances of all time. So we're going to go ahead and do first impressions, just one of these today. We're going to go for that Albanian Van Gogh because I love rose, and I'm really interested to see what all this brings. Now, the only notes that I really remember being in this are the pineapple and the rose. Oh, and iris. I do remember Ansar talking about iris in this as well. Let that breathe for a second. It's pretty potent. I can smell it all the way over here already. Okay, so the pineapple is pretty dominant off the opening. There's other citrus here as well. It's very fruity. I get the iris as well. The rose, not so much of a player right off the opening here. The main notes I'm getting right off the opening. This is a very, very bright, pleasant, happy perfume. This smells really, really nice. It's very sweet. The citruses are really big. The florals are really big. And I think that's kind of like what the feel is here. It's just very bright, uplifting, pleasant, happy. Something that you could smell all day and enjoy smelling it all day. I'm actually a really big fan of this one. So, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for joining me for the unboxing here. And I'm really excited. I hope this is a direction that Ensar Oud takes, or a direction that he pursues further. And I would really enjoy, like, less, like with another release, seeing less of a description of what the fragrance is going to smell like and what's in it, and more of how it's going to make you feel, or even just a straight up blind example of a fragrance, like basically just getting to see the picture with no expectations, with no knowledge of what's coming with it beforehand. Well, yeah, so Albanian Van Gogh, so far a big winner for me. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really excited to check out the other two as well, and I think this is an exciting new direction for the company. So thank you all for joining me. This was Nelson Fragrance. My name is Ryan. Peace and love, everyone.